Here's a first impressions video of the Blyskawica, a Tier 7 premium pan-European destroyer. Now I know I might be butchering the name, but I'm not Polish, so please bear that in mind. Now the main selling point for this destroyer is its torpedoes. So they reload fast, about 35 seconds-ish, and they go about 8 kilometers with the historical camo. The damage is low, but the way I like to see it is you can compare it to airdrop torpedoes of that tier. Even though these torpedoes might be low damaging, they have a very, very high flooding chance at 33%. The other great thing about these torpedoes is the speed at which they travel. They do about 86 knots, which is blistering. Gun-wise, she's sitting at 7 guns that are 120 millimeters. They got about a 3% fire chance. The damage between AP and HE isn't that much different. It's like 40 points of damage, so I find myself just firing HE and just sticking to it. The build that you currently see me running in this match is aiming system, modification 1, and then propulsion, and then I'm running concealment, so it's like a standard DD build that I use for pretty much almost everything. For the elite bonus, I decided to go with the advanced rudder system, being because one, the torpedoes reload fast enough. You don't need to get an extra second out of it. So I wanted to have a little more maneuverability to help dodge incoming fire. So that's why I went with that. So what you're watching right now is the first match that I had in this ship, and I've actually had about 41 matches since recording this, and it's sitting about an 88% win rate. I've actually also changed the build up, so I went with gun traverse for slot 1, I went with steering for slot 2, and then for max speed in slot 3. So part of the reason of me actually doing these changes is I added more maneuverability to my ship, so I didn't want to outturn my guns, so I wanted to make them traverse faster. And then the reason why I'm not running concealment is because I am using guns more often to try to set fires, because the ship has such a good flooding chance. So I'm able to bait out these damage control kits. So my first match here, I was a little deceived because I did about 74,000 damage, which is pretty good at tier 7 in a destroyer, especially when your torps aren't hitting as hard as all the regular ones. But I found most of my games I can average about maybe 39 to 40k in damage, but it all depends on getting those floods and the damage controls, because it's not the torps that's going to be doing the killing, it's the floods and the fires. She has about an average health pool. It sits about 14,900, but her damage reduction is lower than a majority of the other ones besides the Jervis, I think. It sits at a 3%, while everybody else is at 4 to 6. Overall, I'm actually quite enjoying this ship, even though it has like a little bit of a different play style. Having the fast torps and the fast reloading torps, it's just definitely fun. A lot of people will have a hard time trying to react to them because they're moving 86 knots. But that's enough overview on the ship. Let's go ahead and shot call this match. So unfortunately I didn't have a really good shot on the Benson because my own smoke was blocking him from being seen by me. So I'm going to go ahead and maneuver my way over to this Nagato who just used the kit. So he's a prime target for guns and he's fast torps. And honestly, since this ship has such a good flooding chance, you can pair her up with other fire starters and just bait out damage control for your team. Or vice versa, they set fires like they did on this Nagato, and then you can get your floods. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good shot on the Nagato right now because I had to dodge those torps, so it threw my approach off. So I'm going to try to approach him from the other side. I'm going to go ahead and throw these torpedoes out and start immediately shooting this North Carolina, see if I can bait out damage control from him with some fire. And that's the beauty about these torpedoes. They're like almost reloaded. I got about 3 seconds left on the reload. And that's just what's one of the strengths of the ship. You could just throw a lot of fish in the water. There's a flood on him. Let's see if he damage controls it, which he does. So immediately I'm just going to continuously shoot him, and 13 seconds on the reload to the torps. It's also important to note your surroundings, especially if you're running away from a destroyer or any ship in general, honestly. So I'm already envisioning him running aground here, so I'm going to preemptively have them not continuously follow that path, but kind of where he's going to be when he runs aground. So there it is, all 6 hit, but there's the permanent flood. Unfortunately, you know, he didn't die from it, but again, that's because they're low damaging torps. I don't have Giant Hunter yet on the captain, so it's going to be a while before I see what the damage looks like with that extra 3%. North Carolina goes down. I'm going to try to get these torps off on the Lexington before that happens. The old death from above. But that spread's looking good. He went undetected, but I'm pretty sure he's going to eat some of those. Yeah, there it is, 5 and a flood. But I end up finishing with 73,000 damage. I would just, you know what? I'm going to just say 74. It's close enough. Close enough to 74,000. Let's just round up. Why not? Alright, congrats to the Indomitable for getting the Battle Star. But we didn't do too bad ourselves. We did 73,000 damage. Got a ship killed. If you guys were on the fence about getting this ship, you know, I hope this video helps make a decision for you or helps you with your decision. I enjoy it. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe. Until next time.